Hello and welcome to PixelSports presents GoalTable Football Podcast. I am Swarnava, a new face myself. Joining me, another new face, Mr. Shayantan Biswas, our CEO, and a familiar face, TD. We just witnessed an epic UCL final, and we are going to discuss about that. So my first question is to Shantanda. Shantanda, welcome to our channel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shantanda, please give me the overall match reaction.
Yeah, overall match reaction as we were discussing, this match was between Real Madrid and the rest of the world fans, right? So we were part of the rest of the world franchisee, and the way Dortmund started, we were thrilled actually. The way they
Yes.
were playing through the wings, the through passes they were creating, and I think two times they came very near to scoring a goal. So from that we were very happy by the way they finished the first half. But in the second half, Real Madrid, being the Real Madrid, uh, came as a boss, dominated the game, and finally at the 75th minute they scored. And after 75th minute, I didn't saw much of Dortmund. So the
Yes.
complete game plan, whatever they were executing before 75th minute, it was not visible. There are few changes which we were discussing. I didn't felt it was effective for Dortmund. Uh, but credit goes to Real Madrid overall.
Hmm.
The credit goes to Real Madrid. The way they stopped Dortmund in the first half, second half they came, they scored, they won. The credit has to be given to them.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now coming to TD. Uh, TD, what do you think was the approach of the teams? Like like Shantanda said, that Dortmund started really well, but they later perished. Like I want to know that what was the approach?
Firstly, I would like to say that as Shantanda was saying that this match was between Real Madrid and the rest of the world, and by accommodating this statement only, we can only show our respect to Real Madrid. They have now
Absolutely.
they have now won this Champions League 15 times, and you cannot do that by sheer luck. You have to play your best players. The best players have to play their best games in these big matches to win you the cup. Uh, Talking about the approach of the both of the teams, it surprised me slightly to see Real Madrid uh, playing like they are the big teams. What I mean by this is when Real Madrid play against the bigger teams who like to play with possession, like Manchester City or like the Bayern Munich, they tend to sit back and hit them on the counter. Now,
Yes.
Dortmund followed this tactics themselves. They sit back throughout the first half, not defending in a low block or parking the bus. They were securing their home bases first, and then they were looking to hit Real Madrid on the counter, and they were successful. As we saw that Karim Adeyemi got his chance, he fluffed
Hmm.
his chance, but again, Falkirk got his chance, hit the post. Savitzer tried his luck from a 20-25 yards. So
Correct.
the tactics which Dortmund took, it was giving them fruition, but uh, alas, a mistake caused them a goal. And you cannot do anything when you concede from a corner.
Uh, Now, like TD said, that you cannot do much when you concede from the corner first. Uh, Now, I would like to know from both of you actually that how did Dortmund actually contain Real Madrid for 75 minutes? Because on paper, this Dortmund side looked much weaker. So,
Yeah.
Shantanda,
Yeah,
if you would
absolutely,
please.
absolutely. The way the defensive line was playing for Dortmund, right? We didn't saw much of Bellingham. I was not finding out Rodrigo in the first half. I was not sure. At one point of time, I think I asked whether Rodrigo is playing or not. Vinicius, only I saw one time he took the ball away from the defender and went past the defender, but around 3 to 4 times he also was not able to do that. Right. So only thing the Cruz was getting chances. He was trying to create chances, but the credit has to be given to Dortmund defensive line along with that the midfield, because we know whenever a team is playing good, it has to be the midfield, right? Whenever the midfield is controlling the game, that team will perform better, and that is what was Dortmund was doing in the first half, right? And obviously, like when you are playing against Real Madrid, there are multiple stars, right? So you cannot concentrate on one person, right? So you they they arranged the defensive line, they created chances, play more number of passes in the midfield, right? Mainly wing play. So that was one of the strategy I felt from Dortmund till 75th minute. Mostly first 45 minutes, they were dominating. They were like chance created was like around 8 chances were created by Dortmund in the first half. On the other hand, Real Madrid, it was showing on paper 2 chances were created, but officially we didn't saw any goal scoring opportunity, right? So that credit has to be given to the
Yeah.
Dortmund defensive line.
Uh,
Only the Real Madrid's first chance, first shot on target actually came in the second half when Carvajal
Exactly.
took a volley at goal. But if you look at the approach play of both of the teams, that what Dortmund did was quite interesting and quite clever. That uh, they uh, they calculated the risk and reward of pressing the Real Madrid team in the midfield, because Real Madrid have many good ball players like Jude Bellingham, like Camavinga, like Valverde, like Toni Kroos, and they decided to look after this attacking players like Bellingham and Valverde. And by default, this led Toni Kroos to have many possession of the ball, and he would like that. He would like to sit between the two center backs and dictate the game from the deep. Another thing that Dortmund did was quite interesting, that they did not allow Vinicius Junior or Rodrigo in either flanks to be one-on-one isolated with their
yes.
wing backs. So that was quite interesting for me.
Well, actually, TD did my work for me because this was my next question. But don't worry, I still have many other questions. My next question to TD is, as Shantanda mentioned, that Dortmund were the better team in the first half and Madrid were the better team in the second half, especially post the 75-minute mark. What were the changes that you saw that inspired this change in the Madrid dugout?
Actually, I don't think people give enough credit to Carlo Ancelotti for his subtle tactical changes. Everyone sees that he's a brilliant man manager, and he's all vibes and no tactics. Actually, if we see throughout the match, it was not that way. A very subtle thing that I noticed, that in the first half, Real Madrid were pressing very high. Vinicius, Bellingham, and Rodrigo, they were pressing the goalkeeper and the two center backs of Dortmund. And if you do this, by default, if you are a good team, what happens is your midfield line also shifts forward, and your defense line vice versa. It also shifts ahead of you, and that's why Dortmund was getting many enough spaces, plenty of spaces behind the defense line of Real Madrid. In the second half, from the very beginning, we saw that Real Madrid were not all gung ho. They were not uh, pressing the Dortmund center backs, not pressing the goalkeeper whenever they get the chances. They were not pressing completely. They were pressing them, but they were waiting for the right opportunities. So
Right.
that's why in the second half you saw that uh, Cruz playing much further ahead of the field. When in the first half, I was saying that he was playing uh, like a quarterback on rugby. He was playing in between the center backs. But in the second half, we saw that Tony Cruz getting the possession of the ball so far ahead of the midfield and uh, allowing the controlling the tempo, dictating the game. So controlling the tempo was the main thing that Real Madrid did right in the second half.
Yes. So as TD said that Carlo Ancelotti won the tactical battle, but
Absolutely.
I want to ask both of you that the players who played the match, who impressed you the most in both the teams? Shantanu,
Uh,
you go first.
I'll go first. See, this match was not uh, individual players team today. What we saw, it was positional football by both the side during different
Right.
time of the matches. But if you ask me specifically, Courtois, I'll select first because the way he saved two very much goal scoring opportunity for Dortmund. He saved those. And there was specifically one where he went one on one with
RDME.
what was IDME.
RDME,
So
yes.
that was brilliant.
That
So
was
for
tremendous.
me, yeah, he is one of the person, and Adiami himself, because
Yes,
the way he was putting pressure on the from the left wing, he was putting pressure on the defense. He got many chances, couldn't convert many of them. 1-1, he lost, but still the pressure he was creating, the way he was keeping Carvalho busy on the left wing. I see that change on the 75th, I think 70th minute or something. He was
75th. Yes,
subbed
70,
off
71 minutes. Yes.
71 or something. That is a big blow for Dortmund.
Actually, Courtois, surprisingly, interestingly, this was his uh, first game back from injury. He did not play almost any game in the last 5 6 months. So
yes,
it was a gamble from Ancelotti, but there once again Ancelotti shines that he trusts his players who have won him the cup before. So kudos to him. For me, Adeyemi is a player who impressed me. The player who impressed me the most, unfortunately, conceded the second goal of Real Madrid, Jan Madsen. What a brilliant performance by a under 21 Dutch player. He was a left back in positional sense, but he was following all the trends of the modern fullback and coming inside and influencing the game from the midfield, um, almost like a playmaker. So
exactly.
it is
Correct,
very
correct.
unfortunate that
Absolutely.
the I think the occasion got to him and one slip of lapse of concentration, and he gave the ball to of all people Jude Bellingham, and he will find Vinicius Junior in that place 10 out of 10 times. Another player from Real Madrid, uh, it goes without saying that he impresses me every match. He's Freddy Valverde. I think he is one of the most underrated player in this generation. He plays. He's a very versatile player. He was all. He controlled the right side of the Real Madrid attack, and also put immense defensive responsibility for the team also. So yes, these two players impress me so much. I think Jan Madsen will have he has a very bright future ahead of him. Whether it's in Dortmund or it's in Chelsea, we will have to see about that in the next season.
I'm sure he has a bright future ahead of him. Anyways, it's almost 3:30 in the morning. I won't hold you guys much longer now. Uh,
Shantanda is already yawning.
And what a great occasion to bring me on the video for the first time at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So we have
So
another guy apart from Debjoy to try our different
Absolutely.
experimentation songs, right?
Okay, so that brings us to the conclusion of our video. If you like the contents that we are posting, please give a thumbs up to our page, Pixel Sports. Please follow our channel on YouTube. And till then, stay wild.
Stay well.